This model kit review is of the Lotus Europa Special, and it's a 1/24 scale model by Fujimi. And over here we've got some pictures of the final model, quite nicely done, and show the decals there. Not much to show there. There are the colors. Okay, let's have a look on the inside and see what we've got. Lots of sprues to go through. Okay, let's start off with the engine, the body here. So that's beautifully molded. Look at the detail there. Got some recessed panel lines that are perfectly scribed, and very faint mold lines there, very faint. That's easy sand right there, and then another one right there, but very nicely molded. Okay, here we've got our tires, and these feel like they're, I'm not sure if they're vinyl or rubber, but they're nice and soft, flexible. We do have some tire tread on them. Okay, over here looks like we've got some parts. That's for the front bumper there. I'll have to look and see what that piece is for, but that's definitely for the bumper. Here is our glass. Interesting, we have an empty sprue there, and we've got some light parts there, beautifully molded. Look at the detail there. You can see very crisp and clean pieces there. There's for our rear windshield. Okay, we've got our chassis and wheel wells. We've got a fair amount of detail here on this. Looks like that's part of our engine there, with our oil pan. Okay, these sprues here also beautifully molded. We've got looks like part of our hose here, and some suspension parts. Here's our steering rack there, and more parts for the suspension. Here's our torsion bar, some wheel parts, and then looks like probably part of the it looks like a grill there maybe. Okay, over here we've got parts of the chassis. We've got look at that transmission, that looks beautiful there. And then we've got some more suspension parts there, and there's our wheel hubs, so very nicely molded. Here's our cockpit, the tub with our seats partly molded in. There's the other parts there. We'll probably need to fill the backs of those, unless that's the back there. We've got some steering wheel, some grills there, and then this is our dashboard right there, central console, steering column. There's our pedal box, license plates, all beautifully molded. Nice, crisp and clean. Here we've got our chrome parts. We've got chrome wheels. We've got chrome bumpers. Those are quite nicely molded and painted. And then some engine. Oh, it's not engine parts. I don't know what that is actually. Headlights. Those are headlights there. And windshield wipers. So yeah, no engine on here, just the transmission. Here is our front windshield and side glass, headlight covers. Here you can see our decals here, and those are nicely printed decals. Got the gold here, so you don't need a pinstripe yourself, because that would be quite difficult. We've got numbers, and then instruments there, and some flags. Okay, lastly we're going to look at our instructions here. And this all unfolds here. So we're going to start off here with our parts of the chassis. This is our front suspension and steering. And then we put in the rear with the transmission and all the different pipes and hoses with the exhausts. Here's our rear suspension and wheel hubs. Put the wheels on with the tires, and then we start on the cockpit. So central console, dashboard, steering wheel will go on, and then the seats. And the seats, oh, maybe they're far enough back that you won't need to fill the back there. Then we mount the cockpit onto the chassis. We start on the glass as well as the body parts there. Okay, the rear parts of the body going on. Look at some of these pieces you're going to put on before you paint. And then we've got our door handles, windshields, front headlights, and our bumper. Rest of the body accessories going on, and then we mount that onto the chassis. Now it says here you need to drill out those holes. I'm guessing those are for our side mirrors. I'm not sure what those are for on the rear. There's a tow hook going on there, tow hook going on the front, and then here's our painting and decal guide. Those are the colors needed there. And then here's the parts listings. Obviously the gray are the ones that you're not going to be using, so there's a fair amount of gray ones. So all in all, unfortunately it does not have an engine, but it is a beautiful model with very well molded and some very nice decals.